Hello there, fellow Monster Madness ghouls and goblins. You're currently hearing the voice of a girl with no name, and it's here with very, very clear intentions to sound the alarm. Before you listen any further, beware that frightful spoilers and deliciously explicit language lie ahead. For once you find yourself in the midst of those telltale bumps in the night and the haunting howls of host laughter and cinematic judgment, there is no turning back. Choose wisely.
Hi, hello, and welcome to this Featurette Friday bonus episode of Monster Madness. Join with me, as always, is my best bud, Matt. Hello, Matt.
Hi.
Hello. It's been so long.
Are we not dropping the veil of secrecy of the fact that we just recorded something else before we did this, and it really hasn't been that long?
I don't even think it was 10 seconds, to be honest with you. I was like, let's get into this shit. I'm going to go to bed.
That is, I have to fucking work tonight, too.
Oh my God. All right, well, let's go. So, Featurette Friday, you know the plugs, you know where to find us, all in the show notes. Let's go. This week, we are taking a closer look at one of our favorite games, Phasmophobia. This is a co-op horror game that puts you and your friends in the roles of real-life ghost hunters. Using paranormal tools of the trade, you'll explore haunted locations during your sessions, whether solo or with your buddies. You'll gather evidence and try to survive encounters with unpredictable ghosts, demons, and spirits. So grab those EMF readers, snag that thermometer, and join us as we dive into Phasmophobia. So, Phasmophobia is a survival horror multiplayer game released by Kinetic Games. It was early access in September 2020. It started out as a PC game on Microsoft Windows. It is VR compatible, and as of 2024, you could play it on PS5 and your latest Xbox. I don't think you could play it on Nintendo, though.
I don't think they ported it to Switch yet, but I want to say that they're planning on it.
They should. It's great. That's the only reason why I know of this game. Well, I know of it because you and our best buddy Glitter played it a bunch with a group of people and some hilarious sessions in that. And then, I waited very patiently and it finally came to console and I have sunk like 80 hours into that bitch.
You got deep quick. We actually, since we're on the topic, Glitter and I picked up a demonologist, which is like the same fucking concept as this game, but you then have to exorcise the demon.
Oh shit!
And we did a couple of rounds. It like visually is pretty cool, but there's only a couple maps and whatever. But we played it, and then after like 3 or 4 rounds, she goes, "I just want to play Phasmophobia," and then we switched to it, played Phasmophobia instead. So I was like, so all things point back to this game when you look at the survival horror ghost hunting genre that has formed since the old pandemic.
You love to see it. Phasmo forever. So I'm going to give you a quick summary of Phasmo for people who don't know it or are interested in it. Like stated earlier, Phasmophobia is a co-op horror game where players assume the role of a paranormal investigator tasked with identifying the types of ghosts haunting various locations, such as abandoned houses, a school, campgrounds, an asylum, and even a horrendously terrifying lighthouse that I spent literally 90 seconds in before I was like, deuces, I'm guessing this bitch, and I left. The game supports teams up to 4 players whose ghost hunting tools like EMF readers, spirit boxes, and thermometers. You use all that shit to gather clues of the ghost's identity while avoiding dangerous encounters. Within each session, you are assigned objectives in your contracts that yield you some money and experience points after you complete the round, which you can then use to purchase better equipment and eventually upgrade your stuff from a 3-tiered leveling list, I believe. I think it's 3-tier. And each session, the game randomizes the ghosts, locations, if you want, and activities, and increases the replayability. I stole that from a website. I don't sound that smart all the time.
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Other highlights of the gameplay are some things like immersive audio, visual cues, including voice recognition, which is at least you could do that on PC. It allows you to interact verbally with the ghost, mainly the spirit box. You can click, "Hey, are you here?" On console, you get prompts. Same with like monkey paws and other cursed items that show up in the game because you have monkey paws, you have a summoning circle, voodoo doll, tarot cards, music box. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone.
Ouija and a Ouija board.
Oh.
Can't forget that boy. The OG, the Ouija. I hate how well that worked. The OG, the Ouija.
No, I got it. I just didn't want to give you the satisfaction of knowing that it was at all good. So
Yeah.
moving on.
So if you play on something like amateur mode, because there's multiple different difficulty levels, it goes from like amateur to I think I just unlocked insane, which I will never touch with a 10-foot pole. Fuck that shit. Which I want to make a note right now. My girlfriend and her best friend are literally playing Phasmophobia right now because I got them into it. These fucking psychopaths play every game together on the hardest difficulty.
That's not fun.
I mean, her best friend has already surpassed me in levels. She has,
Jesus.
yeah, it's cuckoo bananas because she's getting way more points. I'm on amateur and I'm content. I'm content
Right.
with my 5-minute window of, because when you're on your van with all of your equipment, you have 5 minutes from when you enter the house until you are susceptible to death, unless you touch a cursed object. So my gameplay strategy, and so is you. So I think we kind of came up with it together. Is we put all of our shit in front of the door, and then we go in and we bang that bitch out. But I've actually been hanging out more to try to get like perfect games. You should be proud of me. Like I got the less than 25% insanity. I got some crucifixes burning. I was hunted like 3 times and I fucking escaped. It was a great session. You would have been so proud of me. But either which way, there's a lot that goes into this game, but it's a shit ton of fun. So some gameplay mechanics that I have written down here. Each investigation requires a player to find clues and identify the ghost based on a journal description of various ghosts. You have things from banshees, demons, spirits, wraiths, some other shit I can't pronounce, that we just make up names.
Oh, the old gyoza.
Yeah, the gyoza, the Diogen, lots of extended vowels. You get so many different tools and equipment, not just your base stuff. You get EMF flashlight, UV dots, which is like a green dots that you can see the ghost walking through. You get salt, smudge sticks, which is incense, insanity medication because you start losing your fucking mind when you're being hunted by ghosts. You get crucifixes, sound recorders, which do nothing. Nobody ever needs that. Unless apparently you're in the high school. If you place them at different corners of the high school, you can kind of pinpoint where it is. In like the bigger arenas, if you take those those microphones, you can place them, and if it starts setting off noises, that's kind of like the general area that it's in, and you can ignore the other rooms.
Yeah, they're generally not needed when you're in like a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah, but I like to know what's going on anyway, so I put that bitch in there, right in the hallway.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You get a parabolic mic, which you can hear the ghost speaking, a journal where you see like for ghost writing. I think I covered everything. Oh, video cameras and an actual camera. EMF, I've said.
Salt? Did you talk about salt?
I might have talked about salt. Can you pass the salt?
Slugging it.
Mm-hmm. Each ghost specific unique behaviors and patterns. So like you can sometimes figure out the ghost by honestly just one thing or the other. Like if you put down salt and that ghost is walking through the room and they don't touch that salt, immediately it's a wraith. If you turn on a light switch and the ghost immediately turns it off in the ghost room, it's a mare. Those are the only 2 ones that I know. And also, team play is really important if you're not a solo player like I am mainly. Like me and Matt have played a bunch, and you could see that on our Twitch and our YouTube. But I play a lot by myself. But communication is key, especially in the bigger arenas. So this game received incredible reception when it came out. As of February 2025, Phasmophobia has received an overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam with 96%, with over 600,000 people reviewing it. On Metacritic, the game holds a score of 76 out of 100, but that's only based on 12 reviews, so I'd say 1 to 3 little bitches were just like, oh, fucking, this is stupid, and, ruin the score. I give it a solid, 90 out of 100. It's fucking fun as shit. It's replayable over and over and over again. Each round is different. You have a fucking great time getting scared with your friends. Yeah, no complaints. What do you think about Phasmophobia, sir?
It's pretty good.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that.
I mean, obviously,
it's real good.
I have 110 hours on Steam, but that's obviously in almost 4.5 years. But you summed it up really well. I miss the olden days when there was less involved.
I can understand that.
Now that there's like 26 different ghost types and there's all this other shit, and like there's a lot of times where we've played it and we're like 100% this is what it is, and you're fucking wrong for some dumb reason.
Yeah.
Stuff like that is mildly disheartening, and it makes the game kind of shitty. And like you have to have a full understanding. Like you can't be casual and be decent.
Yeah.
There should be a learning curve where you can just be a casual player and still do well. Like you take 2 weeks off, you forget some of the shit, you go back and it's fucking hard again. And it's like that kind of sucks a little bit, but at the end of the day, like what we do, just going in there and hammering out the first house, I'm almost certainly drinking while we're doing it.
Yep.
It's fun, and there's usually, fun interactions, fun. Like it was a lot more fun for me when I could still scare the shit out of you when you were just getting into the game. Because when I used to play it, it would scare the shit out of me. Now I've played it so much that, like, for the most part, you kind of just have an idea of what's about to happen. So there's diminishing returns on the horror factor of it, although there's still some decent jump scares or things that can startle you along the way.
Oh, yeah. The jump scares get me hardcore.
The biggest difference is you're on PlayStation, I'm on PC. I generally have issues with Spirit Box and stuff via microphone, whereas you don't have those problems.
Yeah.
But then you would have issues like placing cameras. It's just like little nitpicky shit. But overall, I mean,
you're the yin to my yang, though, when it comes to that. You could place the cameras, which I've perfected, by the way. I think they fixed that bug because nothing has been going into the wall for me lately.
Yeah.
Though I was really pissed off the one day because I'm trying to get all the tarot cards. Because what's fun is if you don't want to use cursed items, that's fine. But if you're kind of like, if you really are into the game and you're somewhat of a completionist, you have these in your lobby, these glass trophy cabinets, and you go in the house, there's always a bone, there's always a cursed item. And if you collect a bone, it'll put a full skeleton. If you collect the full skeleton, you take a picture of it, yada, 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 gets you points. And then the cursed item, to get it to be in your cabinet, you have to use it. You can't just be like, oh, I saw it, took a picture of it. And that's pretty terrifying. And I was really happy that you did the summoning circle and died in our session, but I got it in my cabinet. I was like, fucking right.
Did you die? Oh, you got the summoning circle without using it?
No, without using it, because I was there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's kind of cool, actually.
The tarot cards, there is kind of a trick if you have them. I was really pissed off one day. There was one glitch where I tossed them on the floor in front of the door to walk out of the house because I was like, oh, I need to grab something before I do this. I wanted to grab a smudge stick. And they fucking disappeared in the ground. I was like, well, that blows because they are not as common in the cycle. I always get the fucking monkey paw and the Ouija board. Like, those are the main two. But a fun trick, if you want to get the tarot cards but you don't want to die, you can flip them and walk out the door. Flip them, walk out the door.
Saw a lot of Instagram reels of people like flipping a tarot card and then backing in their buddy gets killed and shit. So yeah.
Yep. I did death and the door just like slammed in my face. I was like, fucking right. I ain't dying today. And I did that with the voodoo doll too once. It was great. But in a phasmophobia situation, do you think you're surviving? In Tanglewood.
Man, okay. Do I know what I know? Do I know what I know now going into it, or am I going in blind? Like the mechanics of the game, generally what you're up against. Do I have the decent equipment, or is this like
you are okay? We're putting ourselves in the shoes. We are ghost investigators. We know we have these journals. We know what we're fighting. We know what's going on.
Yeah, and
we have the equipment that we have. We are knowledgeable. You think you're surviving?
Yeah. Like, I'll at least get out alive. I might be really sad or I may have pooped my shorts, but I won't die.
Okay.
Because, like, think about when we do play it. When I die, it's because I'm being a jackass because I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, you're like, give me that monkey paw.
Yeah, right? You slap that monkey paw on my dick.
The turkey is dry.
I'll make a wish that can't backfire. I wish for a turkey sandwich on rye bread with lettuce and mustard and I don't want any zombie turkeys. I don't want to turn into a turkey myself, and I don't want any other weird surprises. You got it? Hey! Not bad. Nice hot mustard. Good bread. Turkey's a little dry. The turkey's a little dry. Oh, foul accursed thing! What demon from the depths of hell created thee?
But I do have an article from, I don't even know how to pronounce the site, Deltia's Gaming. They have everything you can look forward to in 2025 for Phasmophobia. So if you're a fan of the game or interested in playing it, they have a huge update with no like set date of when it's going to happen, but the future updates that they're looking towards. The photo page on the journal is going to get replaced with a new section just called Media, and you can use this as a way to earn extra rewards alongside capturing unique photos and videos using photo camera and video cameras. You can also use new equipment, the sound recorder. You can record sounds and store them in the journal. Capturing and recording any media fills up the journal pages and rewards huge money and XP at the end of a contract. The developers are adding new equipment called, the sound recorder, to hunt down and record unique paranormal or other interesting sounds. So that's one. They're reworking the Bleasdale farm. They're just kind of changing out some furniture and just like kind of the look of the place.
Maybe don't make it so fucking dark.
That's what it looks like. Like the tea room and the living room look pretty bright when the light is on. I mean, I turn all the fucking lights on when I go in anyway now because I'm like, why am I living like this? Just turn on the lights. And then we have rework of the Grafton farmhouse, which is also terrifying. That is the fucking darkest place in the world. They didn't reveal too much about that, it says. It just says that they are teasing it an outdoor space with a chicken coop. That,
Is it
I don't
my
know.
backyard?
It might be. It is also expected that Kinetic Games will launch special holiday events during Easter, Halloween, Christmas, following previous patterns. Now, I only partook in the Red Moon event, or whatever the fuck, Blood Moon event, and the
Krampus!
most recent, that fucking scared me. The most recent, because I didn't have you up on my screen. I just had the article. I could usually see those coming. But yeah, I did take part in the Krampus one. That was a bunch of fun. You get those in your trophy case as well. But yeah, all in all, Phasmophobia is a fucking great horror game. It will definitely make your butthole pucker if you are afraid of ghosts and jump scares, because you'll get a lot of them. You'll get in your ear quite a bit. You'll get fuckers flashing lights, big demons coming right at you and just right in your face. It is great. On our Twitch, there is a clip of Matt getting the shit scared out of him going into the house, one of our previous gameplays. But yeah, this game, if we're going through the yay, nay, or slay scale, 1000% a yay. It's beyond a yay. If you have, it's $20 right now on Xbox and PlayStation. Not sure how much it is on Steam. It probably goes on sale so frequently.
$20 also.
Oh, it's $20 worth of fun. You're going to get more than $20 worth of fun, because that's kind of how Matt has taught me to gauge things. It's like, well, are you going to get $20 worth of fun out of this?
Mhm.
And I've gotten so much fun out of this game. That's really all we have for this Featurette Friday. We just wanted to review this game for you, and we'll be playing it soon, hopefully, and maybe streaming it. There is, a lot of snow in Wisconsin, and Matt gets snowed in a lot, so maybe we'll play sometime soon. We'll always let you know, so follow us on those socials. Matt, do you have anything to add before we say goodbye to our beloved audience?
No.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us on this ghostly journey. Please feel free to reach out and share your own experiences or favorite terrifying encounters with us on social media or in the comments on our post, email, what have you. So until next time, stay safe, stay spooky, and keep those flashlights close, motherfucker. Bye.
What?
I don't know.
Just trying to burn you.
100%. We just watched it on the camera.
Erika?
Ugh.
Tone, please. Cool jets.
My jets are cool.
How about those jets? They're terrible. That's great.
Jets are awful. Yes, there's ghostwriting. Erika, you're 100% correct. You're the smartest person I've ever played Phasmophobia with, and without you, my life would be pointless.
Can someone clip that? With a Fae.
One last hurrah.
Godspeed.
I have a. God damn it! Oh. 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 Holy fucking
dead?
shit! Just watch the stream.
Did it fucking hunt you the second you went in there?
Yeah, it did. Good thing I had a smudge stick.